What's going on, everyone? This is Carp from NY coming to you guys with another Giants video. I'm here with Big Carp, and we will be talking about the second and third round picks for the New York Giants. Our last video, we talked about Andrew Thomas, who we thought was a very solid pick for the Giants. Today, we're going to be talking about the second and third round picks, which, if you ask me, these are some of the most important picks that the Giants had for the future for this team. The first guy we got in the second round is Xavier McKinney, and the third guy in the third round, which was Peart. So we're going to discuss to you guys about those picks. So far with the Giants, I gave them draft-wise, I gave them a grade of a B plus slash A minus. I'm going to go more towards the B plus just because I felt that the Giants could have added a receiver during the draft, but we're going to get right to it. Is there anything you want to add on?
Hey, Giants fans out there, I hope you did watch the draft. It was a wonderful draft. Virtual tour is very interesting, but I really, really enjoyed watching all 7 rounds. The Giants, as you know, they're building their team and with their new draft picks and stuff, and we're going to talk about some of the guys that were picked for the Giants, and we're very excited to see them be picked by the Giants, and hopefully they will be great players that will contribute as we try to build for this next Super Bowl.
Yeah. You asked me with this draft so far. I mean, we all rounds. I think the Giants took best player available. I think Xavier McKinney. A lot of people will say need. I think he was best player available because he was the best safety ranked on a lot of people's board. But Xavier McKinney, I thought was the best pick that the Giants had so far. Andrew Thomas was a phenomenal pick for the Giants. But Xavier McKinney is so versatile. He plays in the box. He does really good against running backs out of the backfield. He does good against tight ends. And what have we stressed a lot with the Giants? How they couldn't cover tight ends. I think the Giants got that. I know everyone's going to say, well, they drafted another Alabama safety. No, this guy's different. He was better than Landon Collins was coming out of college. Xavier McKinney didn't have the fastest 40 time. What he said was his cramps is what bugged him when he ran.
Again another time.
Yeah, so he says he's faster than what his 40 time is. I definitely agree with that. And the thing is, being a free safety, strong safety, the line, he plays such a big role. He could play anywhere on the field. And the thing is as long as you're very versatile and you can get and be smart and make plays, you're going to be just fine. The 40 time, we can work with it. He's going to be fine. He makes plays. He knows how. He's very good. His coverage skills are very good. I really like his coverage skills, and he's a really solid tackler too. You watch the tape. He does a phenomenal job getting those guys in the slot that are coming deep, especially those tight ends as well. He does a very solid job with that. So Xavier McKinney, I give this pick an A plus because I think the Giants got high value at that spot that they took.
Yeah, Sean, when we watched Dave Gettleman and Joe Judge's press conference, as they've been doing the press conference tours after the draft, after the picks and stuff, some of the things about Xavier McKinney, he checks off the box as well. The height, 6'1", 201 pounds. He can play in the box and he can play in the field. You want a guy who's a ball hawker who could play that field too when the ball's up there in the air. That's some of the problems that we've had over a couple of years. He was first team all SEC, 2019 defensive MVP of the 2018 Orange Bowl. And of course he went to University of Alabama. So Joe Judge just talked about scheme. Mm-hmm. And so, like Sean and I talked about some of the things that we'll probably see, and you'll see as you watch the games. It's going to go on. They're going to base their defense around the way the offenses that they're going up against. And then there'll be times where there'll be 3 safeties out there with Julian Love and with Xavier McKinney. And Jabril Pepper is probably closer up because he's, struggles like Landon Collins did in coverage. But he doesn't struggle as much as Landon Collins did in coverage.
Yeah. But what I like about what the Giants did here is McKinney He could play literally anywhere. Jabril Peppers could play anywhere in the safety position as too. And you got Julian Love. So they're going to be able to confuse defenses. Sometimes you won't, as an offense, you're not going to know which guy is covering which guy, where he's going to be on the field. They're going to confuse a lot of offenses, which I like. I love that they're doing this. If you look, the Giants, when they usually run the 3 safety sets or the nickel backer, stuff like that, it really confuses, and they do a very solid job at doing that. I mean, you look at what they did in the 2011, they did a solid job with that. Yeah, so I'm very high on what they're doing here. I think Patrick Graham got a star, and he's going to be able to use him in this defense. Jerome Henderson's got a lot of good players he gets to coach in that secondary. So Xavier McKinney, they took best player available.
Yeah, because he had a first round grade on him.
Yeah,
and
he was.
A lot of people said he should have been in the first round. He was just sitting there, and once the Giants came up to 4th pick in the first, in the second round, they hopped right on. It was too good to pass up.
Yeah, because this is the thing, the Giants passed up the Patriots were going to take him. They were right there. They were going to take him. But I mean, Gelman said you can't pass up on the value right there. I mean, he had a trade in place if the guy wasn't there, but you just can't pass up.
Plus, on that. It was a player that they needed. They needed him.
Yeah, they needed a playmaker on that defense to help. So great value for that pick right there. We're going to move on to the 3rd round. For the Giants, this pick was actually a little surprising to me, but I really liked it. Matt Peart out of UConn. I really liked his tape. I watched a little bit of him. Didn't get too much on Matt Peart, but Matt Peart, his best options are usually run blocking. His pass protection can be a little iffy, and he didn't get to go against the top pass rushers when playing at UConn. But I think Matt Peart is a solid guy. He's a little on the light side as a tackle. He's just over 300. But Matt Peart, I really like the guy. I think he's going to be very successful for the Giants, especially if grooming him behind like a Nate Solder and Andrew Thomas. I think he'll do a solid job, and he'll be able to do big things for this team.
Yeah, as you know, he was born in Kingston, Jamaica. Family moved to the Bronx, New York, and let's see. He had, some of the things that they talk about with him: very long arms, has a great athletic ability, still raw. Etzel said, Randy Etzel, his coach, I remember, who coaches there at UConn, says he's one of his best players that he's ever had. Now, one of the things that Dave Gettleman said about him is that he's skinny. Now, we're skinny for 6'7", 318, but he said he has to get stronger. He will. They will put him on a weightlifting plan. They will get him stronger because most likely he's going to be playing on the right side. Yeah. Now, we know Andrew Thomas is starting off on the right side. Yeah,
I think he's going to be a left tackle.
And then
for the Giants.
Andrew
Thomas. I think Andrew Thomas is going to be the left tackle no matter what.
Soldier, and God bless him, I hope he has good years left. Eventually, he's not going to be on the team. And then they're gonna groom Pearl to be on the right side, and then Andrew Thomas is going to anchor that left side. Yeah. So he's got a really good coach in Colombo, who's going to work hard with him, and they're going to get him ready. Because it's they said the rebuilding's over, folks. Now this is building. Now they're building. There's no more rebuilding. This team is building.
Yeah, and a lot of coaches, when they talk about Matt Peart, they're really high on how he's very detailed with his work, and he does a really good job at finishing opponent, which I really love about this guy. But, I mean, there's other guys we're going to talk to as well. There's a guy the Giants drafted out of Oregon, Shane Lemieux. Yeah. I see him being the center. We're going to talk about him later.
We'll talk about
but you got to like the value that the Giants got right here. But I would love to see Matt Peart eventually be that right tackle. Andrew Thomas at left tackle. You have Hernandez, who I'm still high on. I think he'll do a good job. Yeah. And then you got Zeitler. And then if you get Shane Lemieux to be the center, you have a really, really top-tier offensive line. So we have to just stay tuned, Giants fans. we're going to have another video out either tomorrow or the next day talking about the third or the fourth and fifth rounds. So you guys stay tuned. Hope you guys stay blessed, healthy, and safe from Corona.
Your 6 feet spacing. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Tell your friends, family members, take care of them because we have to beat this virus.
Absolutely. So we'll catch you guys later, and go Giants.
Go Giants.